Right, so you're carrying on with your note reading from your reading sheet, and you're going to do 9, 11, 12 and 13, covering up the letters, reading them over and over until you get a bit more quick at reading them. And then in your book, we're moving on to page 22 to 23, all right? So we're starting with key signatures, okay? So key signatures are where the sharp or the flat that we need to use is written at the beginning of the music, and we have to remember to use it on the correct note in the music that we play. It's not written next to the note as you've had it, say in Paul Steeple and tunes like that. So we've called these two bottom lines here, signature 1 and key signature 2 as the name, because they haven't got names. So the first one has got a sharp at the beginning. If it's one sharp, just above there, it says all Fs are F sharps. So we need to check out where we need to use it. So looking at the beginning, the left hand starts on G, A, B, C. So there's no F there. Then the right hand plays D, E and D. So we're fine so far. Carrying on, it plays E, A. The next note is an F. So we need to make sure that you play F sharp there with your right hand. G, E, D, and then again there's another F, so that needs to be F sharp and G. Okay, so put a ring around, I know you think you've done it anyway, the note. I'd rather you didn't write the sharp sign anywhere near it, because that doesn't teach you that you've got to remember the sharp sign. If you write it into the music, it defeats the object really. So you've just got to put something else, a ring around the note or an arrow or something, to remind you that you've got to remember to use F sharp. So I'm going to play that from the beginning. So my left hand fourth finger, it says, is on G, and my right hand second finger is on D. Okay, and I'm just going to find where that F sharp is. Well, here's F. So I'm going to use that same finger to go to F sharp. All right, that's where I'm going to be using it. So I might leave my finger there, but you don't have to. So starting from the beginning, G, A, B, C. Now the right hand, D, E, D for 2 beats. Here we go, right hand E, F sharp, G, skip a note to E, D, skip a note to F sharp and G. Okay. The second piece, we have the flat sign, and just above there it shows the key signature with a flat sign. All B's are B flats. So again, let's look through what we've got. The left hand starts on F, G, A, G, G, A, there's the B. So that means to be needs to be B flat then, doesn't it? And then A. The right hand plays F, E, D, C. So the right hand doesn't have a B flat, so we're fine with the right hand. Here's the left hand, B flat again, A, there's another B flat, G and F. So there's 1, 2, 3 B flats in the left hand, and so I would probably put my finger on that. It's a bit more comfortable to put your second finger on it. How do I know it's the second finger? Well, if you put your fingers on all the white notes that you're playing, the second finger is on B, and if we need B flat, we use that same finger to move it to the B flat. Okay, don't move another finger. Use the one that's going from the B to the B flat. Okay, and remember, flats go down a semitone, sharps go up a semitone. That's how you find which black key you're using. Okay, so I'm going to start now with my fifth finger on F in the left hand and my fourth finger on F in the right hand. 3 beats in a bar, so a bit more careful with counting when it's 3 time. 1, 2, 3. Moving my hand a bit further forward so my finger is right over the black key. 2, 3. Now the right hand F. Count 1, 2. Left hand B flat. B flat again. Skip to G and F. Okay, do remember to look for the skips in the music. There's one just towards the end of the music there. Don't miss those. Now carrying on with the next page, you've got some new notes here now. So looking at the keyboard, the picture of the keyboard, it shows us where middle C is, and it shows us where the next C below, so it's going to the left, isn't it, or down the keyboard. That's an octave lower. And if you look at the bass clef stave, there's the bass clef sign, there's the stave. This C here, an octave below middle C, is written on the second space note on the stave. D next door is on a line. E going up to the next one is the next space. F is a line, you've already done F. And G is a space, and you've already done G as well. Okay, so these notes are in your note reading exercises, so have a look for them and try to get used to them. Just say the names to yourself as you play those 5 notes. C, D, E, F, G, and follow them along that line of notes there. And maybe go backwards as well. G, F, E, D, C. Perhaps do some skips. C, skip a note to E, skip a note to G. Okay, just so that you get used to these new 5 notes here. You have played F and G before, but you've played it with your 5 and your 4 fingers. Okay, this is why you can't learn the piano by looking at fingering. It doesn't work because your fingers are not always going to stay on the same notes the whole time. Otherwise, all your tunes would have to be the same 5 notes, which would get very, very boring. All right, you are now moving your hand to a new set of notes. So your fingers are on different notes, I'm afraid. All right, so this time F and G is being played with your second finger and your thumb. And you can see that on the next tune, tunes for C, D and E. It shows you the fingering. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which is on G. And then you're playing G and walking back down again, all in steps, finishing on C. Okay? Jumping up, staccato, rest, G, G, C. Now smoothly, but starting on D, E, F, E, D, G, C. Okay? And then the last thing we're doing this week is the cello tune for left hand. Follow this carefully. It's quite a lot of bars of music to follow. It's 3 beats in a bar as well, so lots of counting. So again, we're still starting on the same new C note in our bass clef. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Really bend these end fingers, the little finger and the 4th finger, all right? Then it's E, 2, 3, F, E, F, E, 2, 3, F, 2. Next line starts on G. And follow this carefully. It goes back on itself and back on itself again. D, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, D, E, D. C is tied, so hold it for 3, plus another 3, and then finish.